Okay, welcome back. Thanks for checking my course. In this video, I am going to walk you through the whole website we are going to build in this course. Okay, so first and foremost, we are going to make some categories here. So after that, we are listing some of the products here, right? Okay, as you can see, I click on this and you can see the total number of reviews this product has got, and also you can choose the variations here. Okay, so you can choose the color and size, and also we have the product gallery. Okay, so this product gallery is a unlimited one. If you want to add more images, you can just go ahead and add the product from the add the product images from the admin panel. Okay, so also I just want to show you this. You can see we have the interactive stars. Okay, so you can also set the half stars or full stars. Okay, so we are going to make this from the scratch. Okay, so also you can see this is now telling you must be logged in to post a review. Actually, this works based on two checks. One is you have to be logged in, and another one is you have to purchase this particular product. Okay, so if those checks are true, then only it is going to show you the submit button. Otherwise it will not allow you to make a submit a review. Okay, so that's how it is. And after that, we are actually listing the customer reviews here. Alright, so let's go ahead and add this variation blue and small to the cart. Okay, so now we can see the blue color and the small. Okay, so we have this plus button to increase the cart quantity and minus. Okay, so this will actually remove the whole cart. Okay, so if I just say cancel, it will not remove. Alright, so let me go ahead and add check out this. So now you can see this is taking you to the cart page. Okay, so we have actually implemented that. So when you click on this login, it will actually take you to the next page, that is checkout. Let me click on this login, and you can see now you are in the billing address section. So now you have to add some details here. Okay, let me click on this place order button, and when you click on that, you will be landed into this review your order and make a payment. So in this page you can see and verify the billing address and the PayPal method, payment method, and the products. Okay, so right now it is only one product, and if you have a number of products, so it will list down here. Okay, so we can now click on the PayPal. So let me just quickly make a payment. Click on this pay now, and right now we are actually waiting for the response from the PayPal. So when we get the response, we are actually redirecting to the order completion page. You can see the payment is successful now. Now you can see the tax is being calculated, and the subtotal being calculated, and the grand total is also being calculated, and we are also getting the status from the PayPal. Okay, so this is how we are getting the status response from the PayPal. Okay, so once this is done, we can actually go to this dashboard. So in the dashboard we have two cards. One is total orders, and another one is this profile picture and the email address, phone number. So then we have the my orders. So in this one we can see the list of orders we have placed. Okay, if you want to see the order detail of this page, just click on this order number, and you can notice here we are actually generating the order numbers. Okay, so this is actually being generated. This number is the unique one. Okay, so click on this and you can see the order details here. After that, you go to this store page, and in the store page also we have actually implemented this paginations. Okay, so click on this 2, and it is going to the page 2, and it is going to the page 3. All right, so this is the categories, and click on the categories, and you'll get the products of that particular category. Okay, so and after that, what I want to show you is the registration and the sign-in functionalities. Okay, so this registration functionality is actually based on the token verification. So when you click on this register button, it is actually going to send you the verification email. So when you click on that verification email, then your account will be activated. Okay, otherwise you cannot log into the system. So the same way we have the login functionality, and after that we have the forgot password functionality also. So this forgot password also, it is based on the token verification, so it will send you the password reset email. So when you click on that, so it will actually validate your sessions and tokens. So after that it is going to allow you to reset a password. Okay, so otherwise the token will automatically get expired, so there is no chance of any hacking techniques. So after that we'll log into this admin. So let me show you this admin panel first. Now you can see this is the login form for the admin, right? No, this is actually the fake form. From here you cannot log in. Okay, even if you put the correct password, it is not going to log in, because this is actually for the security purpose. If anybody knows that this application is the Django application, then he may try to log in with any combination of the email and password, right? So in that case, what this form will do is, this will actually record record his IP address and his email address and the browser and all those information, and store it inside the database. Okay, so if I want to log into Django administration panel, I have to go to this secure login. Okay, so I have set this path as a secure login, and here I can log into the system. Okay, so now you can see, and you can also see this login attempts here, right? So what I tried to actually log in now. Okay, so that's why it has recorded my IP address, and it has recorded my session key also, the path from where I was trying to log in, and the username and the browser. And after that we have this custom user model. Okay, so after that we have this cards and cards functionality, and after that this orders. So when you click on this orders, you can just see all the list of orders here. So if you want to see any of the order, you can see the order, you know, the order number and payment details here, and after that the ordered products that is related to this order. Okay, so these products, you can see this is the product information, and you can add any number of product images here. So we are actually going to use this AWS for hosting our application. Okay, so we are going to use Elastic Beanstalk for deployment, and for static files and media file storage we are going to use this S3 buckets. And IAM also, we are going to make the policies here, and this is the RDS database. So in this RDS we are going to set up the Postgres database. Okay, so one thing I forgot to tell you is, in the development server we are actually going to use the SQLite 3 database, and in the live server, I mean the production server of the AWS, we are going to use the RDS Postgres database. Okay, so we are actually going to deploy this application on the custom domain name, okay, with the SSL installed. Alright, there is much more things I could not explain here, so this is just the overview of what we are going to do. Okay, and I don't want to make this video very long, so I'm going to stop this video and go ahead and enroll in this course, because I'm sure this is going to be super helpful for you. Thank you.